Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here at Bachman's Pools, Spas, and Saunas, but we're going to take a trip up to the Stay Spa Resort at Castle Rock Lake later on in the program, so you'll want to stick around for that. Right now, real estate season is already upon us. It's kind of hard to believe there, and I'm so excited to talk to our next guest. This is Matt Rocket from Madison House Buyers. How are you, Matt?
Good, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on today. So give us the basics. What does Madison House Buyers do?
So Madison House Buyers is an alternative for people looking to sell their house the non-traditional route.
Okay.
So obviously most people work with a realtor. We're a solution to buy the home directly from the homeowner. So something a little different.
Okay, so you don't work with an intermediary. You just go up and you talk to the people directly, the owners directly.
Yeah, so if somebody wanted to sell their house, they would reach out to us. We'd set an appointment to come out and look at their house and make them an offer based on the market conditions and the condition of their home.
Wow, that's incredible.
So the sellers are contacting you directly?
Yeah, they can either reach us on any of our social media platforms, find us online, or we do a lot of marketing as well. So.
And why would they choose that option over a real estate agent?
It would depend on their situation. Some homes aren't traditionally financeable, so it's hard for a realtor to sell that house. And sometimes there's houses that are in really bad disrepair or full of things. We can take care of all of those solutions and make it really easy for somebody to sell a house that's maybe not in the greatest of condition or shape.
That's a bigger step than just staging a couple rooms.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we try to work with
So how do you, when you're making somebody an offer, how do you value their property? How do you determine what it's worth?
So we'll look at current market conditions. We'll go out and look at similar homes that have sold once they were completely renovated and move-in ready for like a first-time home buyer. And then we got to look at our costs to renovate the property and bring it back to life. So we kind of work backwards from that and determine a price. So.
Sure. Yeah. So is it kind of like you're flipping houses then? Is that basically what you're doing?
Essentially, yes. Yep. Taking an old house that's been neglected and making it amazing again.
That's so much fun. I mean, I always say to my wife, I'd love to move into a house so that we can flip it. I'd learn so much. And she's like, you don't even like hanging up pictures on the walls. Give me a break. So
it's quite the learning curve, yeah.
Right, yeah. So we're glad that we have someone like you to do that. So how long have you been in the business?
So me and my partner have been doing this for about 6 years now. He's actually been doing it quite a bit longer, but yeah, we've been in the Madison area for about 5 years now.
And how did you get started doing this?
Passion. I've always had an interest in the shows that you see on TV, and basically that kind of led me down the road to my first property, and now it's grown into an actual business where we help quite a few people every year. So.
Wow.
Well, Justin said that sounds fun. I'm sure it's a lot of work, but it's very satisfying.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but very satisfying to see the end result and then see somebody that comes along and buys it and gets a great house to move into. So.
The befores and afters. We all love a good before and after.
Absolutely, and hopefully you're seeing some pictures of that right now. What is, I'm going to throw you a little bit of a curveball here, Matt, but what would you say is a recent house that you've bought, renovated, and sold that's just been kind of a favorite that you've been extra proud of?
So we actually had a really nice one on the west side of Madison in a neighborhood that you would have never expected a house to be in disrepair. It was actually vacant for about 8 years, I believe it was.
Wow.
In really, really poor condition, and I think our renovation for that one was somewhere like around $190,000. But now it's a beautiful 3,500 square foot house.
Wow.
And it sold in a couple days in the market that we're having, and somebody I'm sure is very happy with it now. So.
Sold in a couple days.
Yeah.
That's not the one on your website?
It might be. We got quite a few on there. I'm not sure exactly which one would be on the front page of the website. But.
Okay. I did see some pictures of a before and after. It looked like you even did external, I think different siding on the outside and even a little landscaping. It looked like you got rid of some of that.
Yeah, we typically update all the mechanicals, windows, roof, siding, and then the whole inside.
Insulation was torn out, right?
Yeah, completely tore down to nothing. So yeah, it's quite a process, but a lot of fun.
Do you do some of that work yourself?
I don't. I used to, but now as we've grown our business and we have more and more projects going, time is of the essence. So we spend a lot more time letting people that are specific in that trade do that than us. So.
Have you ever had to just completely change the floor plan of a house, like just knock down all the walls and just kind of start from an empty shell?
Sure, absolutely.
Really?
That's one of the best things that we do. That's how we add value is opening kitchens up and kind of going with that open concept. And sometimes we get houses that have little tiny kitchens and we try to make them bigger. And
yeah.
That is the trend these days.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So if homeowners that are considering selling, how do they get a hold of you? What's the best way?
I would say the best way would probably be our website, MadisonHouseBuyers.com. Otherwise, we have a direct line that they can call. It's a 24-hour line, and that's 608-535-9008.
And would they be working with you directly, or are you a partner, or both?
They would be working with me directly to have me come out and take a look at the house initially. And then my partner kind of will take over for coordinating closing and all of that side of things.
And what area do you serve?
Pretty much all of Dane County. Yeah, I would say mostly in Madison, but we go out as far as to the edge of Dane County. So.
And is there a size like small to large, just anything in between?
Anything that needs some love.
No
Some
house too
TLC.
small, no house too big. Matt Rocket from Madison House Buyers, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
We'll have to have you back. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up after the break, so stick around.